side of the ball. When you come across the middle, you better be ready. And he stayed to of pads, some thumping going on, and I noticed Branson Combs. And there are a few other guys. Antonio Johnson I talked to, he had a pick earlier in practice, and so I enjoyed the conversation with him as well. But that side of the ball, fellas, day 2 of pads, it does look like they know they've got to step up to the plate and match or mirror what this offense is going to do if they want to get where they want to go.
Yeah, bro, they look. Well, they've been winning the last couple of days of camp, to be quite honest with you. And listen, as prolific as our offense is and all the weapons that we have, that defense has been getting after it. Now, granted, they are going against twos, all right, but the twos get paid too.
Yeah.
All right. So it's their job to perform at the highest level, no matter who they got in front of them, you know? And they've been doing it, man. They've been getting after it. They've been getting after it from the front four to the linebackers and the back end.
And when we saw red zone work today, it was ones on ones.
It was.
Yeah, and so that was interesting as well, just to kind of see how it went. All right, so welcome in. The fans were not invited to practice today, but the media was, so we got plenty that we will throw at you, including our XLP Big Three as we get things rolling. The idea is that they're marching towards that first preseason game. They got the joint practices with, 3 different teams, Bucks, Panthers, and Saints, and you're going to get a clear picture of what this team is going to look like and take shape. But the defense really has been impressive. And if they go up against that good group, Matt, on a day-to-day basis, then you can only expect that Anthony Campanile is going to try and feed off of that and say, hey, you match these guys with defensive playmaking, you got a chance to be one of the good ones in the NFL.
Right. I mean, again, we might be wrong. We might be dead wrong about this Jags offense, but I see this offense as a unit that could cause a lot of problems, cause a lot of conflict for a lot of defenses in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
And this defense here, again, we rarely see 1v1. I'd like to see more of that, okay?
Yeah.
We saw a little today, which I thought the defense once again got the better of it. But I've been saying this the entire offseason since OTAs and minicamp. The coverage in the secondary is sticky tight.
Yeah.
Like really, really good. And that's going to help the pass rush. Typically, it's the pass rush helping the coverage.
Well, that's traditionally.
Yes, but that's gonna help pass rush. So they look good out there, Leon. I think they're covering. Number one, they're sticky. Number two, they're breaking on the ball.
They are.
Number three, they're getting hands deflections on balls. Right, and they're grabbing interceptions. It's impressive out there.
Well, okay. In saying all that, which I totally agree with you, is there any concern that our wide receiving core is not getting separation?
That's a good question.
I mean, this prolific offense that we have with all the weapons that we have,
good question.
And our defense, our back four is covering the hell out of them. They're not getting the separation that we thought they would, but
in the ones today, they definitely were covering them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But again, we're also hang on real quick.
Yeah.
Let me slide this in there real quick, then you make your point. We're also now in month 7 of these guys knowing what everybody's doing and knowing.
It's kind of what I'm
knowing the nuances and just knowing where you're going.
And here's another thing that because Coach Ingles is going to be in here a little later. What he's going to tell you is that when they have the meetings, okay, the offense tells you what we're going to run, and then the defense reacts to it. So it's like they know what we're going to run game plan wise. It's game plan on game plan. That's what any offensive staff coach is going to tell you, that they know what we're running. Because it'll be different in the game. It'll even be different when we get the other teams in here. You're not going to be able to defend what they're running because they're sharing information. That's what Coach Ingles will tell you.
So it's kind of a combo of that and a combo of jag on jag.
Yeah.
So you still don't know what you got.
You know.
And you've seen so much of each other.
And I'm not saying jag on jag negatively. I'm saying you've got jag on jag for 7 months.
But also, I mean, the back end picks up on tendencies on guys, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so they watch enough film to see when they're in this formation, what does he run, that kind of stuff like that. So now, but that's just good study. Yeah, that's good study.
Exactly
because
right.
You should study your teammate before you study going into games because you can pick up on his tendencies.
Right.
All that kind of stuff like that.
And I just want to at least shout out Anthony Perkins, the defensive backs coach, second year with him, and Anthony Campanile. And then they go and get Matt Arujo, who is a guy that comes over from Miami And I just hear nothing but great things about what this guy's been able to do on that back end. And so they are, as Antonio Johnson told me earlier, and this is, I think, multiple defensive backs that I've talked to, Buster, Eric Murray, they all want to be known for havoc, create havoc, do everything you can to mess up, shop wreck anything that another offense is trying to do. And if they can do that, if that back end can hold up, what is that going to do? It's going to make that pass rush be a little more effective. If they got to lock on.
Yeah, but I'd like to see pass rush be a little effective first.
Yeah, I agree.
mean, because the back end is already ahead of schedule. You know what I'm saying? And in the front end, you know, they're going up against twos. All right. So, I mean, I can't wait that when we go and play other teams.
In the joints you're talking about?
In the joints practices where we can get after it pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And Josh Hines-Allen, Eric Armstead, you had guys that had days off and whatnot, not all of them working full. You're still seeing a few other guys that are being given opportunities to step in. No Pat McCary. You see more Wyatt Milam. You're seeing Walker Little cross-train in a handful of different spots. You're seeing 77 basically assume a larger role. Is that fair to say, Leon, when you go from right to left, a larger role?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think this is not hyperbole. He's cross-training, but he's preparing.
Yeah, he's preparing. He just needs reps, bro. He just needs. It's a little hot out there, and he took a little tumble in team, and then he walked over the one-on-ones like it was a shotgun.
Who are we talking about?
Anton Harris.
To be fair, Anton's got a little tendency to do that over the last 4 years.
Well, I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it. You know, but if he falls and he's tired, bro,
limps a little bit.
That body language is done with.
He's gonna take a couple plays off. Man.
Yeah, he took one
and
off.
That's exactly what Cohen said. Was it before last year?
No, it was last year.
Last year, yeah.
Last
but
year.
basically, when he wants to play, he's a beast.
But he took a shot, and I do think it affected him. And so the trainer did come over and talk to him a little bit. And
was it a shot, Leon?
Yeah, we're probably not supposed to talk about injuries, but anyway.
Yeah, he took a tumble. He took a tumble, and then
I know that game.
Then he effectively had to. He effectively had to come up with the one-on-ones, and I thought there was a sniper in it, and so he missed a rep. And then the next rep, he whipped, and he was just tired. That's all he wanted.
He wanted no more cloud cover. The sun was getting hotter.
I always look for the.
Who among us wouldn't do that?
Right.
Who among us wouldn't do that?
I always look for the herb stance. Whenever they get into the herb stance, that means they are ready to tap out. And they're done. And that kind of is what it looked like. There were a few other one-on-one battles that we're definitely working into. So let's do it with our XLP Big Three coming up here in just a second. I feel like, Matt, let's at least unveil a little bit of this. Can we do that right now? And then we'll get into our XLP Big Three coming up. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
You want me to reveal it?
Just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
I'm not sure I can reveal it, actually.
Okay. Well,
I'm not sure I'm allowed to.
Don't you tell me you're embargoing this. Anyway,
I am. They're still in the middle of it. I don't think I can do it. It's a live show.
I thought the first 5 you could come out with.
Well, I mean, it's a live show. I don't know what to tell you.
So what's happening is
USA
Matt, who
Today.
works for the USA Today,
Coach's poll.
He told us before the show at noon the coach's poll is being
coming
released.
Out. Right, it is.
Okay, so you have it.
You have the first 5, okay?
Dude,
because we want to try and give a few that.
Let's do it, man. What are they listening to this?
Yes, they do. Actually, yes, they do.
And I'm just trying to help C Daddy out with a
just go to usatoday.com and get on the live feed. And
all right, then
because there's a live show going on right now, your show.
You can read it.
So what they got the bottom 5?
I can tell you Missouri's number 25. How about that?
Okay,
maybe 25 to 21.
I can't do that. I cannot do that.
In the name of Eli Drinkwitz, you better. Okay.
No, because Eli kind of stiffed us at SEC Media Days, and I'm still pissed off at him. Yeah.
Well, don't worry, guys, because look what I got yesterday.
Oh, it's
the Bible.
It's in your hands. That's Mr. Steele.
Phil Steele's 2026 football preview. Glorious. Let's see how many pages.
All right, we got a book.
376 pages.
Yeah.
And you got to get it at Barnes & Noble because
I'll give you the 25. Okay?
Nice.
Yeah. We got a book, Phil, though.
Yeah, we do. He's a great guest.
Hang on, let me get it.
There he is. There he is.
Hang on a second. It's all right. So it's 25 Missouri, 24 Houston, 23 Clemson, 22 Iowa. That's what I can give you. Okay.
All right. That'll work.
So Dabo made it. Drink made it. All right.
And these are,
I feel like Clemson's always going to make these preseason just because it's Clemson.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they have.
But those are almost the I feel sorry for your rankings, okay?
Yes.
And we
20 SMU.
It's a respect vote.
19 Washington.
Okay, see, now we're getting
18
somewhere.
Tennessee.
Oh,
SMU's much higher than that. Should be.
I agree too.
I'd agree with that too.
Why? Just so you can say you beat a top 10 team when you beat
no,
them?
no, I didn't say top 10.
That's exactly why I
Top
said
But
10
I
team.
think SMU with the coach, with the quarterback, with
Kevin
everything
Jennings,
they've
yes.
had, like they're probably better than a lot of the teams above
Lack
them in
of
this poll.
respect.
Yeah.
Right there.
So who's above SMU?
Washington at 19, Tennessee at 18, Penn State 17.
Penn State.
Tennessee doesn't even know who their quarterback is. Some guy named
Tennessee
George.
is
Michigan,
always
16.
going to be in the top 25 preseason.
It's the insurance salesman, George
I didn't hear-
McIntyre.
I didn't hear
There's
no Florida State yet.
Not yet. No.
not yet. That's
Not
right.
yet.
Cross your
Yes,
My
fingers and
guess
hold
is
your
you're
breath.
probably not going to hear that.
It's
would be my
coming.
guess.
All right, we got
Just a
to
guess.
We got to get into our XLP Big Three. We will do that coming up. We'll keep an eye on that USA Today coaches poll as the reveal is underway.
XL Primetime from the Sutherland Lawn and Landscape Studio. Transforming outdoor spaces, elevating everyday living. Getting you ready every day.
You ready, champ? I'm ready for this my whole life.
Get ready.
This is the most important game of your life. No excuses. Do the work.
With 1010XL.
You trusted a medical professional with your care. When that trust is broken, the results can be devastating. Medical error can leave patients and families facing unanswered questions and lifelong challenges. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets helps you understand and protect your legal rights after medical negligence. No fees unless you recover damages. We're here to help. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
If you only knew what Oh No.
Tell me something I don't know.
Catch the man who knows Jacksonville football. John Osher. Weekdays on 1010XL. Served up by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft.
You know, it's funny. Most of us don't think about our water heater until it's too late. So here's a little bonus from our friends at Duck Duck Rooter. During August, when you schedule any plumbing service, they'll include a free water heater inspection while they're already at your home. No pressure, no gimmicks, just honest advice from a company that's built its reputation on doing things the right way. That's the Duck Duck standard. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
The World Poker Tour is coming back to Best Bet Jacksonville from August 20th to September 9th.
From the ladies and the seniors 50-plus events to mystery bounties, Best Bet live feature tables, and over $1.5 million in guarantees. The WPT Best Bet Scramble is going to be full of poker action and excitement.
Mark your calendars and get ready for the World Poker Tour at Best Bet Jacksonville. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Renovations are underway at the golf club at Southampton, but that doesn't mean you still can't come out and hone your game. The practice facility is open Tuesday through Sunday with a great membership offer to work on your game year-round. Log on to golfsouthampton.com or check out their Facebook page. Work on your tee game, iron play, shots around the green, and of course your putting. It's all there and a great way to stay fresh until they unveil fresh new greens in October. Check it all out at the golf club at Southampton. Call 287-PLAY.
Did you know that Kuhn Flowers showrooms are filled with gift ideas for the ones you love? Hi, Flying Jack O'Brien here. Kuhn Flowers has been a staple here in Jacksonville for over 75 years. KuhnFlowers.com.
Good people drink good beer, and great people drink Mokama, a refined craft brewery out of Fernandina Beach, Florida. Mokama Beer Company brings sophisticated flagship beers, including Cosmico IPA and Dune Garden Lager, to the greater Jacksonville area. Whether you're hitting the water with friends or enjoying a backyard barbecue, Mokama has the perfect pair for your summer activities. Look for us wherever great beers are sold and find your Mokama.
It's almost time to kick off the 2026 season at the bank. Whether you want to be at the center of it all as a season ticket member, lock in 3 or more games with a bundle at the bank, or cheer on the Jags at your most anticipated matchup, there's a way for everyone to be a part of the action. Seating is limited, so don't wait. Secure your tickets now by visiting jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Cranking along on a steamy, hot Tuesday, day 2 of your Jaguars in pads, and they get the day off tomorrow and then back at it on Thursday, Friday, and then the scrimmage on Saturday. So as we have said so often, now that you finally made it to training camp, now that you finally put the pads on, it is on. So let's do our XLP Big 3. We will get back to the USA Today coaches poll as it has been unveiled. Who the number 1 team in the land is going to be a good discussion. So stick around for that. But let's start with XLP Big 3. You want to go 1, 2, 3, Big Sirs? Or you going 3, 2, 1?
I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I love it.
All right, number 3 is Monheim. I was watching Monheim today, and team period had a couple of good double teams with Wyatt, Milam today, and then in one-on-ones. Here's something: keep the guy on the line of scrimmage. He had a couple of jump set, quick sets, so he kept this guy in front of him. He moved his feet, was very physical with it. Now I watched Hainsey. I don't think he's going to be the starting the center or whatever, but I think he's a viable backup if Hainsey goes down because Hainsey he struggled a little bit with the bull rush and sitting and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't have the weight in his pockets that he needs. But Monheim, I was watching him today, solid blocking in one-on-ones and in teams. So I'm gonna go with him today.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to go with my number 3. I was saying I don't know how you keep Jarian Jones off the field. I don't know how they're going to keep Branson Combs off the field. Branson Combs looks like a player, man. Again, he's a little light in the shorts, so I don't know how he's going to stand up with run. But in pass defense, that dude can run, and he can cover, and he understands the coverages too. You can tell, like when they're in red zone defense, he gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it. Like he's a player, man. I don't know if he's going to stand up to run support just yet. He's certainly not going to be Ventrell Miller in run support, but that dude can cover.
It's I think going to be a fun and interesting watch to see rotationally how they move guys in and out,
and see him next week. And when you start going up against people where it's no more than just thud. When the joints arrive and it's like you're hitting that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then it's going to be interesting to see if he can stand up in that.
But you mentioned Ventrell, and I'll throw Dennis Gardeck into this as well, because in certain pass situations, you're going to see different guys that are out there. You're going to see 2 linebackers quite often. They may get real exotic and have one out there and go dime in the back end. And so there's just a lot of different things that are happening. Another one of the guys that I keep talking about, and I'll just make him number 3 because he keeps popping up on my radar, Eric Murray. They had 3 picks today. Okay, 3 of them. One from Antonio Johnson, who we will hear from a little bit later on, and we'll talk about that one. But Eric Murray and Antonio just glosses on Eric Murray as far as what he does as a dude on the back end. So anyway, he's my number 3 because he keeps.
By the way, you said Gardeck. Like, is Gardeck like the most? You never see him.
I know. I'm hopefully going to talk to him at the end of the week. But
no, I mean he never makes a big play in practice. He never gets beat in practice. So he's kind of just a guy that's there.
Yeah. I agree with you. But he's able to come up with those design blitzes and make a play.
Right.
That's why they want to.
He's
keep
able
him around.
to bend, Joe.
Yeah.
They call it bend.
Yeah. All right, my number 2 is Regis.
Uh-huh.
I've had my issues with Regis. I always thought he was small, tiny, all that kind of stuff. But today I'm watching him.
Did you call him a hair salon at one point? I can't remember what you called him.
No, I didn't call him.
I think he's been called many things by Leon. Except for his actual name. This is the first time you got his name right.
I got his name right because he was impactful today. I was watching him on one-on-ones, a quick step, club, inside move. I was like, okay, all right. So it just, and I saw him in red zone. You know, he's the type of guy that you've got to keep moving. You know, because you don't want him to be straight up when it comes to pass rushing. You want him slant, angling, double moves, quick moves, that kind of stuff. You know, use his leverage on people. And I saw that in one-on-ones today. He had a quick move, step, inside move, club, rip. I was like, all right, this dude's got something. He's definitely got something. But they're gonna have to. He's gonna have to play on the move though.
Yeah, and I feel like at the very least, the way they visualize him at that position is what we're talking about. A leverage and quickness move and coming at you instead of bull rush straight up, hat on hat, like a true nose or whatever. He's going to have to shade a position. Yeah.
He's like a bowling ball now. When he gets to moving, he moves.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get under him because, you know, most of the guys he's going up against 6'4", 6'5" guards or whatever. He's like 6'1.5", something like that. Whatever.
Ground. Yeah.
But he's quick off his foot. I saw a lot of quick steps from him in one-on-ones and team period. I said, okay, now I can see now how they're going to utilize him. Not no straight up and down type of stuff. He's going to have to be moving sideways.
He's got to be waist down, one strong dude. Man.
Absolutely, I agree.
It's all about the trunk, bro.
Yeah, the trunk.
You got to bring it up with Coach Campo though, because he did watch tape on him and he liked what he saw from in terms of potential for Regis. All right, number 2.
All right, so my number 2 is the edges they drafted. We haven't seen them. Who's seen Wes Williams?
It's funny.
Durfee, we only saw him when he got blown up by Quinn.
Yeah, and he walked off the field today, number 90, and I'm like, did I see?
We've seen nothing from them so far. I'm a little concerned by that. It's early. It's early.
Was that Matt? Was that a 4th round pick? I believe it was.
Yeah, 4th rounder. And then Durfee was a 7, I believe. 6 or 7. But yeah, I mean, those guys looked the part, definitely looked the part, but you can tell they're still trying to figure it out. And again, it's early. You got the first joint next week, so let's see what happens with that, and let's see what happens in the first practice game when they're both, whatever you call those things. They call them preseason, I call them practice.
Right. Exhibition.
Those guys will probably get, I would guess, 20 snaps each in that game in the fourth quarter, 15, 20 snaps. Let's see what happens then. Because it looks like Durfee got caught up in the wash today in a run where he just got completely blocked off. And I was standing next to Tommy Mack, and Tommy goes, looks like he had no idea what he was doing. So I'm sure they're still learning, but we've heard nothing from either one of those guys.
Right. I'll go into with the other one, though, and this will be my number 2. I do see a lot of 53, and that's Parker Hughes. And he's another guy. Again, I like the second half of the draft if it pans out.
He's like Combs, same kind of player.
Yeah, and he just seems to be in the right spot, instinctual, making that play, either that lateral speed or charging. And so I've kind of picked up on him just a little bit. And both Combs and Hughes, maybe watching the linebackers a little bit more today is why they both popped for me. But you know how I've locked in on 18 and 19 as the receivers that were drafted late, 6 rounders. Here's another guy that might be able to be an impact guy. May just mainly be special teams. But I'll say that because Jack Kaiser hasn't really done.
He hasn't come back.
He hasn't
come back since the injury.
Yeah, so we're going back to last year. We're going back to what you saw either in special teams or whatever in preseason last year, and then you saw him early. We saw him in OTA and minicamps, but really nothing has popped. And we'll see, like you said, can come back.
I don't think he would make the team over Kaiser. I think he would make the team over someone like Abdullah. That's who I think it would probably be.
Yeah, I guess positionally, you got to figure out exactly where he's at, and he could be on that outside. They're only going to play a couple linebackers,
right?
More often than not. All right, number 1.
It's going to stay Anton Harrison. And absolutely, I'm going to stay on him because we need him. Absolutely need him. He's a little tired today. I know Liam Cohen went over there to him when he was taking the knee in, and I don't know what he was saying to him, so I'm not going to speculate. But you got to toughen up, bro. You got to deal with the heat. You got to deal with the tumble. We need you out there. You can't afford to miss reps. Can't afford to miss reps. And
especially if he's playing that position.
Yes, and then when you take the ref, you whipped and got beat around the corner. Can't have that kind of stuff. Whatever. And I know it's hard, and you got to get your body acclimated. And the body language, bro. He just comes across like, the hell am I doing out here?
Well, it's funny because yesterday body language
all the time too.
But no,
during camp.
Hang on now. But would you agree? Body language yesterday looked pretty damn good. And then today,
yes, I think he's looked good at left tackle for the most part.
Yeah.
But Leon's point is like when we see it every training camp, at some point he's like, I don't want to be here, man. You could just tell.
He's not even that hot.
Yeah.
I think they've gotten lucky with the heat over the last 2 weeks.
This was so the cloud cover moved today and it got hot.
Okay.
It got hot.
today.
Did you mistake him for Fred Johnson at any moment?
No. Fred was.
It wasn't that bad.
No, he wasn't that bad. Fred used to take a knee in practice.
Fred literally wanted no part of the
part
in
of
here,
it,
man.
no.
None.
All right, that's number one.
I just think that Anton's kind of like, I don't want to be in this rep. It's not I don't want to be here. It's like, man, it's hot. I'm getting tired more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's looked good.
He's looked better. He looked better today than
he's 7/10 of where you want him to be.
Yeah,
right. But not only that, if you're talking about a guy that's
he's assuming
now
a role too.
Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all reps left tackle. Guess what? Walker Little's not playing left tackle for this team.
Yeah,
not happening.
And all right, give us your one.
That's my one.
Okay.
My one is the idea of Walker Little playing left tackle is gone.
All right,
gone.
so,
he was also taking reps at guard today. Walker Little was
right. Exactly. That's
so if he's one of your best five, like if he's one of your best fives at guard, play him.
Well, we said this a little bit yesterday. He looked more natural playing that right side, which was a positive. And then we'll see if he does start to look more natural inside. But what's happening is the McCary absence is paving the way for someone else to step into that role. Mm-hmm. And Walker's already done it. And Wyatt may be doing it. And we will see where the injury concern goes for McCary when it's all said and done. There is time. It's not like they got to know by tomorrow or anything like that. But it is a concern. And,
I don't see how it couldn't be.
Right. And so you may lose your way. All right. Number one for me is Jarian Jones and the play against Parker Washington in goal line or red zone. And Parker went up and got it, was coming down and was ready to do the two toes down and make sure that he had the ball, the possession, and was in. And Jarian drove him out. Jarian's made some plays. And you're talking about really good competition in the cornerback room and the safety room. And you're just seeing it everywhere. And if you name Jarian, Travis Hunter, Jordan Lewis, Monteric Brown, you can go down the line. That's a good group of cornerbacks that are going to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
I
agree.
I think you could make the case that of everyone on the roster right now, Jarian probably had the best camp.
He's had a good one.
I think you can make that case and be solid in that case.
Yeah, but I'd still probably go Parker, even though he did get him on this one particular one. But Parker, today,
someone's going to lose their job because of Jarian. That's all I'm saying.
Towards
I'm
the end,
that right now.
Towards the end, I think we saw Ballou said that's Washington's first drop, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of think you're right about that.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
Before we break, some sort of bittersweet news for Jags fans out there. J.P. Shadrick, who's been working with the Jags forever, I feel like, since I've been here, 14 years, he says, he's moving on to become the voice of the Arizona Cardinals. So his last day is on Friday. Yeah, so he's much deserved. I mean, he's fantastic.
Gosh. That's a round of applause.
Yeah. And
for Juan Pablo Bastardo, from where he started.
You better hurry up because they play in 2 days.
That's unreal.
But no,
he's got a lot of boning up to do.
His last day is on Friday, actually, with the Jags, so he'll be taking over next week.
Well, it is
congratulations to JP.
Yeah, that is so awesome. JP Shadrick, honestly, one of the really, really solid voices. Everything he did with Touchdown Radio and the college game.
And when he's had, I remember there was a game a few years ago when Frank got sick at halftime.
Well,
and he filled in, and he was fantastic, man.
And it was interesting.
I've always loved working with JP.
Oh, I love JP. And I told him that the boys on the drill, when they were out there day one, they were paying tribute to Juan Pablo Bastardo from back in his day with the Jacksonville Suns. This was pre-Jumbo Shrimp.
Yeah.
This is how far back we're going. And the other thing is I took notes today, JJ, and I said, who's missing? And I went 41, 91, JP. I did write it down. I'm like, where is Juan Pablo?
You know what's? I have a very quick, funny JP Shadrick story. And this is... So I do the Jags games from back here and produce them, but obviously we never see the people in the Jags building, but we sort of work in tandem. So I send him all the cuts every weekend and whatever. So we know that each other exists, but we've never met in person. So last year, after a Jags game, me and my beautiful wife were out having some wine.
Yeah.
And he was out having drinks as well. And I was like, I knew his voice, and I'm like, hey, baby, I know this guy over here. So I get up and go introduce myself, and he thought I was a fan. And like, kind of like, okay, here we go. Like, yeah, nice to meet you. You want a picture? I'm like, no, bro. We just exchanged emails like 30 minutes ago. Like, I'm JJ from 1010. He's like, oh my God, gave me a hug. So a really cool guy.
Yeah, he is definitely a dude.
He'll be missed, but I mean, what a great gig.
Yeah, congrats on that. Well earned and well deserved. It is XL Primetime.
XL Primetime from the Sutherland Lawn and Landscape Studio. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com.
Jeff Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. Is your lawn struggling this summer? Brown spots, insects, weeds, lawn disease. They can quickly take over when your lawn isn't getting the right care. Julington Creek Pest Control provides a complete lawn care program featuring premium granular fertilizer, not cheap liquid shortcuts, plus general pest and termite protection. Give your lawn the care it deserves. Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Here's when your body starts talking back to you on a golf course. It's cart path only, and suddenly your ball is 80 yards across the fairway. You're hiking over there with 3 clubs, and by the time you get to it, you're not thinking about a birdie. You're wondering if the course has an urgent care. And that's the point. It's not just the scorecard. It's the whole day, walking 18 without feeling like you're in a survival show, bending down to read a putt without making that noise, getting home and still having enough left for the kids, the yard, the cooler, all of it. That's why Awaken 180 makes sense. It's a medication-free solution with weekly weight loss support and, yes, free support for life. You may not fix your slice overnight, but you can drop 30, 40, even 50 pounds, and life after the game just feels better. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Make the call, 844-346-1800, or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Victor Patel, CEO of North Florida Medical Center. Have you been in an auto accident? Are you feeling pain or stiffness? Our board-certified team has over 15 years' experience helping patients recover through chiropractic care, physical therapy, pain management, primary care, and neurology. Even minor injuries can cause long-term problems if left untreated. Schedule your free consultation today at nfmcjax.com. North Florida Medical Center, bringing the care back to healthcare.
A lot of plumbing companies around here, not local anymore. They got bought out. Different owners, different priorities, and you feel it when you call. But not at Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is still locally owned, still right here in Northeast Florida. No call centers, no corporate nonsense, just hardworking pros who show up, fix it right, and stand behind the job. From leaks to full pipe relining, make the superior choice when you need a plumber. Request an estimate at superiorplumbingjax.com.
This August, experience David Bowie like never before with the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra at Florida Theater. Hear the unforgettable songs that made David Bowie a legend. A 27-piece symphony orchestra joined by a full rock band changes the music of David Bowie. Saturday, August 8th at Florida Theater. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and when warm weather is here, we got to take advantage of it. Greg, what does Honda have, especially for beach weather?
It's riding season. Full line of small motorcycles, scooters, you name it, they've got it. We also have a full line of Vespa scooters in stock and ready to ride to the beach today.
If you log on cyclesofjacksonville.com, they've got it all?
Got it all. Cyclesofjacksonville.com. Come and see us there or on the showroom.
Atlantic and Regency, check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
He's full of surprises, okay? Used to hang with Mr. Midnight, and now he shows up with another lunch.
He is Mr. Midnight now.
He is. It's unreal.
Well, see,
this one.
But here's the thing: I lost the bet.
Yeah.
When we did the golf thing, right?
That was like 2 months ago.
2 months ago. So I don't forget. So I made sure I got a Tony D's in here.
You're so dang nice, man.
Well, you know.
Just good as gold. And we already told him he paid off the bet because he's buying us lunch all the time. And he's like, no, that doesn't count.
By the way, you lost the British Open.
I'm waiting to hear. I never heard that. Did you guys? I knew I lost.
Said. I don't think.
JJ is Ralphing down.
See,
I'm not sure you're allowed to have that.
I took the next week off.
I know. So
after
didn't know.
my baby.
Yeah.
So I have to go back and relist.
I'm pretty sure I lost, but
I might have lost.
I don't think so.
I had one guy not even playing. John Daly.
You should just lose for that.
Yeah.
That was quite embarrassing.
All right, so let's do the other that. Since we started out with that just happened, we have Matt. Do you have the official results now? So you went 25 through 21. You started getting into the teens.
Let's just start over, okay?
Yeah, let's do that.
And before we do that, let me just say this. These are teams not in the poll. Vanderbilt, which won 10 games last year. Illinois, which has won 19 games last 2 years, not in the poll.
Bielema, no respect.
No respect from the coaches. JMU, coaches do not like Billy Napier.
We like what we have coming back.
Kind of dangerous.
Louisville's not in the poll.
What? Wow.
The
Gators not in the poll.
Not a surprise.
South Carolina's not in the poll.
These guys are not in the poll. Did they get any votes?
These guys got votes.
They got votes.
Now,
did Billy Napier get more votes than Florida?
Good question.
Great question. He did
because
not.
you said them.
He did not.
He didn't? Okay.
Florida got
the way in the order he said it, I thought it was.
Florida got 147 votes, whereas JMU got 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's start
That's what
with
he
25.
left, and that's what he inherited.
25 was Missouri, 8-5 last year. 24 is Houston, 10-win team last year. 23 Clemson, 7-win team last year. Iowa's at 22, 9-win team. 11-win Utah's at 21. Utah with new coach Morgan Scalley, because Kyle Whittingham has headed off to Ann Arbor.
Michigan.
Now here's where
was he like an in-house hire?
Yeah, he's
like an
been there forever. DC, yeah. 19 is Washington, who I think, by the way, that you want a sleeper for the playoff? Washington.
Okay.
You know what?
Loaded, really good quarterback. Yes, dude.
I like Jed Fish, and I do think that the fact that he had to convince, remember all the drama with the quarterback leaving and coming back, he sounds like he's got it going up there in terms of that relationship.
He's got a really talented quarterback in DeMond Williams. He's got a really experienced team. And I'm telling you right now, and the schedule is wildly manageable for them.
Okay.
It's just how many Big Ten teams do we think we're going to get in the playoffs?
Well, here's the thing. It's now about the schedule. When you start looking at it, because it's all about the Big Ten and the SEC. So now it's about who has the easiest path to get there.
Yeah, like Miami.
That's what you have to look at. Yeah, like Miami.
Yeah.
So that's how you have to look at it. All right, 18, this is where it starts to get a little weird for me. 18, Tennessee.
They don't have.
I don't know about Tennessee.
The insurance salesman, George McIntyre's under
They're
center.
always ranked in the top 25.
And they're always right
preseason.
around there, too.
Yes.
18,
Yeah,
right?
So annoying.
Namesake.
Yeah. 17 is Penn State, which is interesting. Matt Campbell brought over 23 players from Iowa State. So that ought to be interesting to see what happens, including Rocco Beck, the quarterback. Michigan's at 16, Kyle Whittingham. 15, I thought this was a little low. In fact, when I saw this, I was like, might have put them in the top 10. BYU. 12 wins, they return everyone. That's going to be a very
Here's
good
what's
team.
kind of funny, Matt, real quick. Michigan and BYU don't belong in the same sentence right now, yet they're just a vote apart. That's wild.
You mean by like they're not the same talent, or what do you mean?
I would put BYU much higher than Michigan.
Yeah, I would too.
I would too, but that's only because you had a dope coach in Michigan the last 2 years. You got to remember that too.
You're right. You're right. We will find out.
And this kid is a very, very highly recruited prospect coming in for his second year at quarterback. Underwood, right? Bryce Underwood.
Yeah, Bryce
Underwood.
He wasn't exactly like
he wasn't
amazing last year.
He didn't have a quarterback coach.
That was crazy.
He did not have
crazy.
a specific quarterback coach.
Yeah, he was working against the wind.
But as an athlete, you saw what he can bring.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. All right, so here's another one I think is too high. 14, Southern Cal.
It's supposed to be good this year, right?
We'll see. We'll see.
You got a quarterback.
And here's the one to me that's the most shocking of all. 13, LSU.
Now that's too high or too
Oh my
low?
gosh,
That's
way
loving on
too
Lane.
high.
That's
Way
loving on
too
Lane.
high.
That's the Lane train there, bro.
They spent a lot of money on the roster.
Yeah.
They got the best, I'm using air quotes, quarterback out of the portal,
Sam
and Sam Levitt.
Outside of Sorsby, who's now no longer playing.
Not only do they have Lane, they have what's his name, the assistant, that
Charlie
came
West
with
Jr.,
them,
yeah.
who you just love.
He'll be FSU's
So
new
why
coach
don't
next
you
year.
think that team can turn it around in one season? I mean, think about
It's
the
a lot
talent
to
they
ask.
have.
Number one, their schedule is, my God, I'm going to read their schedule.
They don't play
Okay.
Florida. I
Okay,
know
but it's
that.
funny that I think I would be more in tune to the idea that LSU is a top 15 team than Michigan is a top.
Oh, I wouldn't.
15.
No,
you would not.
no way.
Well,
no
look at
way.
Michigan's schedule. Michigan's schedule is
know.
much harder than LSU's.
You ready for LSU's?
Yeah.
Clemson, La Tech, at Ole Miss, Texas A&M, McNeese, at Kentucky, Mississippi State,
Yeah,
at Auburn,
That's a hella.
Alabama, Texas, at Tennessee, at Arkansas. That's a heavy lift,
It
bro.
is. It is. But go through Michigan's. It's much higher.
All
It's
right,
much
hang on. I'll
worse.
go through Michigan.
That's probably 9-3 LSU.
9-3.
They'll beat Clemson. They
Yeah,
always.
see, I
Yeah,
see
they
it.
always do.
I see them in like 8-4, maybe.
Alabama
Maybe.
later in the year isn't as
By the way,
daunting as it
Alabama's
used to be.
8-4 too. By the way, that's they are headed for 8-4. All right, here's Michigan, Western Michigan, Oklahoma at home, UTEP, Iowa. They got their first 4 games are home. At Minnesota, Penn State, Indiana at home, at Rutgers, Michigan State at Oregon, UCLA at Ohio State.
So Ohio State, Penn State, Indiana, and
they're at Ohio State,
Oregon.
at Oregon.
Yeah, they're definitely not avoiding the bigs.
No, and they've got, and you know, they got to play Indiana at home,
And they got
they get
the
Penn State at
Oklahoma
home
game.
and Oklahoma at home.
Yeah,
it's a tough. By the way, they're all UCLA is going to be better.
You've said that.
UCLA is
Yeah.
going to be better this year.
Bobby.
Wait and see.
How
Yeah.
could they be worse?
Apparently, he worked the portal pretty well.
Yeah, Bob knows what he's doing, man.
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing.
All right. Well,
All right, let's get back to the poll.
Yeah.
Or you want to pick up in the break?
Yeah, we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up because you got to get like into the 10. And as far
We're at
as-
12 right now.
Yeah, into the 10 coming up. The USA Today coaches poll unveiling the first one in the preseason. We'll get back to your Jags with day 2 of them being in pads and some of the observations that we had all ahead on XL Primetime.
You're in the Sutherland Lawn and Landscape Studio on XL Primetime. You love sports. You live for the action.
He did it again!
Experience the excitement of the moment on 1010 XL.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
You know that little voice in your head that says, I really should do something about that septic system? If your yard's getting soggy, things aren't draining like they used to, or you've caught a smell that definitely wasn't there before, don't wait until it becomes an emergency. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, Duck Duck Rooter will handle the whole job from permits to final inspection, and you know the work is done right. So when you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
The investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITP Partners, one thing stays constant: our commitment to your financial future. ITP Partners Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryant, Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, and Reed Wingate. Your personalized investment strategy built on trust, transparency, and experience. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life. Registered representatives offering securities offered through Cetera Wealth Services, LLC. Member FINRA SIPC, and advisory services offered through Blue Horizon Equity, Inc.
Storms are part of every season. Make sure you're protected. Call American Electrical to make sure you have the best in surge protection. Don't lose your home electronics to a lightning strike. Call 737-7770 for American Electrical.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about enjoying your life. So often we can go through life trying to make a living instead of making a life. Yes, it's good to be goal-oriented, but let me encourage you today that our days are numbered. We're not promised tomorrow, so go out and take time to be with your family. You'll always have your work, but you won't always have your family.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
Need or want cash? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
We're all good sports here in Jacksonville. Win or lose, we always support our teams, and we cheer to the final whistle. So whether it's a touchdown, home run, three-pointer, a slap shot, or hole-in-one, we know how to make some noise. There's a whole lot to cheer about when it comes to sports, and really so much more in Jax. So get off the sidelines and get in all the big events at visitjacksonville.com/events or download the app for the latest sports schedules. Go sports! Jacksonville, the flip side of Florida.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, so this happened a little bit earlier, but Bijan Robinson is now the highest paid running back in the history of the NFL after signing a 3-year extension for $75 million. And that now puts him 51 guaranteed, by the way. So he currently sits at about 22.25 a year with potential to reach 25, exceeding Barkley's $20.5 million a year.
Oh, that's under the huge, nasty cash folder.
And he was like sitting out camp, but still at camp.
Yeah, it's called sitting in, holding in, whatever you want to call it. Both him and Jahmyr Gibbs are holding in, which is just the funniest term. But they're there. They're just not doing anything. And finally, Atlanta said, you know what? Or Stefanski said, the only way. Remember, we talked about this last week. 2 quarterbacks that are going to battle for the position weren't even on the field. Tua Tagovailoa and Michael Penix Jr., because both of them were trying to come back from injuries. And we'll see where Michael Penix goes health-wise with the ACL. But Tua is back. But Stefanski's like, you got to pay this cat. The only way we're going to do anything. They paid Kyle Pitts. They paid Drake, right?
Big one,
I think all 3 of these guys got contracts in the offseason. That's a lot.
Yeah. 3 years, 75, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Back-to-back 1,400 yards rushing.
And he is a do-all dude.
He is.
He's like the next coming of Christian McCaffrey in a lot of ways.
Now, how do we feel, though, about players sitting out with 2 years left on their deal? Because that's what they did.
I think the only thing...
2 years left.
The only exception to the rule is if you're a running back. It's okay.
I guess.
Because you know that your career is just not going to last as long.
Yeah.
But you got to have the cred to do it.
Yeah, which he does.
Yeah, he
obviously.
does.
Both him and Jahmyr.
Yeah.
You've had to be star-studded the year before in order to pull that off.
Yeah.
For this
year. I don't care any position. If you're really good the year before, I don't mind him sitting out.
Okay.
I don't. You know why? Because they hurt their leg or knee, Achilles, whatever. They don't.
But if it was
man.
a Jags player,
Bye-bye.
would we feel the same way? I don't know.
Yeah, I would.
Well, if we had Jahmyr Gibbs, or probably
fine
with that.
whatever they can get. Man.
Let that dude do whatever he needs to do to get ready. All right. Well, on that note, let's get back to the top 25. We need to get into the top 10 of the USA Today coaches. Bijan Robinson, former college football star. And
Well, we're at 12 right now.
We're at 12.
We're at 12 with the team, the best team the billionaire can buy. We got Texas Tech at 12.
Okay.
Now, is that too high?
I think right now
it might be too low.
What?
They got a good team, man.
But you really, we know that the backup when
Right,
Graham,
we saw Will Hammond play last year. He played really well.
who was it, Baron Morton, whenever he went down, he was able to step in.
Will Hammond played well, yeah.
But he's also coming back from injury,
Yeah.
and they didn't want him as their starter, and that's why they bought Source. So
we'll see.
Anyway, all of a sudden,
So I mean, those are all valid points.
Yeah.
You're entitled to your wrong valid points. It's okay. All right.
Who's number 11?
Number 11, Alabama.
Okay.
Which is some people might think it's too low. I think it might be too high.
That's because you're a Tide hater.
I am a Tide. I mean, clearly, that's high Tide.
They do have a warrant out for your arrest.
Number 10 is Ole Miss, which I also think is too high. We'll see what happens with them. They've lost a lot. Trinidad comes back, but they've lost a lot. Number 9 is Oklahoma.
Okay.
About right, I think. Number 8 is Texas A&M, and I think that might be too low. I think they should be 2-3 spots higher.
Yeah, I think this is when you throw them into
It's going to be a
big
good
pile.
year for A&M. Number 7, CANES.
Too low. Coaches never liked us anyway, JJ. That's
fine with that.
We're fine with that. We'll take 7.
You know y'all lost 3 games last year, right?
Yeah,
One was in the national
championship game.
All right, well, you still lost 3.
Yeah,
I mean, you still lost 3 anyway you look at it.
There's a couple of teams. There's a couple of teams in front of us that we walked the dog with. So go ahead and say them.
All right. I mean, well, Florida only lost 4 more games than you did, right?
That's
Isn't
it.
that right? Wasn't Florida 5-7 or were they 4-8?
They
might
were
have been
probably
4-8,
closer to 4-8 than they were 5-7.
I can't even remember.
I know that Miami had more SEC wins than Florida did last year.
The post-Herb years are now just all molding together. Although, speaking of Herb, we'll get into that later. All right, number 6. Your defending national champion, the Indiana Hoosiers. Yeah, coaches.
That is low.
Not
No
too
respect
thrilled.
for Signetti.
Zero respect.
He actually just got the big kiss of disrespect.
Yes.
That he can
6 is going to
use.
use that, man, of course. Number 5, Notre Dame.
We walked the dog with them, but go ahead.
Number 4
They didn't even make the playoffs.
Number 4 is the team that a lot of people thought would be preseason number 1.
Texas.
4. Yeah.
Wow.
Coaches, right?
They smooch they smooch all over them, bro. Every year they get smooches.
So you think this is too high for Texas?
No, I think it's too low.
I'm talking
I
about to Leon.
Yeah, I do. They've done nothing.
What I'm picking
But
up
watch
on,
the playoffs last year.
That's true, but I mean, with
to be
Arch
fair,
coming
they got
back,
hosed. They should have been in the
they're
playoffs.
loaded.
What do
They're
you mean
loaded.
they got hosed? They had 3 losses.
Right, but JMU should not have been the playoffs.
Okay,
nor
over
should
them, I'm
Tulane.
just saying,
It would've
based
been
on
Texas
the
or
format.
Notre Dame.
It would have been Notre Dame, not Texas.
Should have. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
JMU and Tulane shouldn't have been in there. It
I
should have
agree.
been Notre Dame and Texas.
can we all-
or
can we-
Texas and Texas and Notre Dame.
Can we also agree right now this sounds like an angry coach's poll?
It does sound like a bitter coach's poll.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like you're going to steal my guys. All right, I'm going to vote for someone else.
I'm
Right.
gonna vote your behind down.
Right. Number 3 is Georgia.
Of course.
They just
don't
throw them in there.
Yeah.
You know, there's no rhyme or they're
Right,
just like,
there's
whatever.
no reason at all why you throw Georgia in there. They just won the SEC the last 2 years. There's no reason at all to throw them.
Forget about it.
All right, here we go. Number 2. You know, there's 2 teams left.
Ohio State and Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon's 2. Bro.
Oregon,
Who
wow.
do you think's won?
Ohio State.
Yeah.
You guys are all saying Ohio State?
Yeah.
Wow. That's correct. Oregon is 2.
Oregon's
and
2.
Ohio State is 1.
And
Beat them
That's
too.
your USLBM coaches poll.
Beat them too, Leon.
Wow, I know. Beat them too. It's funny that Indiana, who beat both of those teams,
6.
is so far down behind them.
but it's a vote for this year as opposed to
Yeah.
last.
Now, what do you think they'll be in the real poll coming out?
You mean like the CFP poll?
Yeah, no, the
media, the
preseason
AP.
media 25
So,
poll.
so the AP poll.
yeah.
Yeah, the real poll.
I don't know if that's the real. They're both
Well,
the
you
same.
work for
Yeah, of course.
I would say it's.
Bias.
yeah.
I would say Ohio State will probably be 1. It'll probably be
Well,
Ohio State, Texas. Ohio
Texas
State, Texas,
number 2.
Oregon is what I would think.
Now,
And
where
then
will
Georgia.
Indiana be?
And then
though?
Georgia.
You still think
Indiana
Indiana
will
will
be
be
I think
behind
Indiana
Georgia?
will probably be 5.
Yeah, Indiana will be 5.
Damn.
Because they said goodbye to their
Well, I think it's
quarterback,
they don't
their
have
pass
their
rusher.
quarterback. They lost a couple pass rushers. They lost basically their whole entire
Hey,
defensive line.
They lost Coogan.
Okay.
They did.
Listen, beat champ, you got beat champ.
They
Ohio
lost- they
State
lost
lost
two
like 20
receivers.
guys.
I know they did. They lost 2 receivers. Ohio State only has 3 starters returning on defense.
So that
3.
just doesn't apply to them because they're like,
Well,
it's
they
Ohio
recruit.
State.
They're
They
the brand.
recruit
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah, they're the brand.
So they're just load up.
And they still have Jeremiah, and they got Julian.
They still got Jeremiah Smith's pretty
Yeah.
big.
To me, this is one of the more
Bo Jackson is
intriguing
pretty good.
seasons because we don't have. I mean, there's like 7 teams that I could see winning the national title.
Oh,
this
let's
year.
go
great.
down real quick.
That part's good.
Let's do this. Could you see Ohio State win it?
Of course.
Oregon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Georgia?
Yes.
Texas?
Yes.
Notre Dame?
Yes.
Indiana?
No.
No.
Oh, I would say yes. I definitely would say yes.
I think they could get pretty far in the playoffs, but I would say, let's just say yes.
Miami?
Yes.
Texas A&M?
No.
Really? See, I would say yes to that.
I say yes to A&M.
I say yes to that. Oklahoma?
No.
I don't know, man.
I think
That
I would end it
defense
at Miami.
and the tier? No, I don't know. How about Ole Miss? No. Alabama? No. Texas Tech? No. LSU?
No. So I would say what?
I'd
6
say
teams?
9 or 10. 9 or 10 teams, I think, with a shot to win it all.
And as long
usually
as
we'll say like 2 or 3.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of what's happened. The NIL has kicked down the door and provided opportunity for other schools. Indiana, of course, is the biggest example, but they also have their non-conference opponents. As long as they get to start off 3-0 with these teams that they schedule, North Texas, Howard, Western Kentucky on the slate this year, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, UMass next year, Austin P, Eastern Michigan, and Miami of Ohio in 2028. 2029, they play Ball State, Eastern Illinois, and Western Kentucky again.
That's a rivalry.
They go get them again. And then Indiana State added back on in 2030, along with Delaware, the Blue Hose.
So so that year's the only year they only have 2. Is that right?
I'm sure they're working
What's
hard.
that, 2031?
That was 2030.
Now,
Okay,
to be
so they
fair-
have an opening for 2030 is what you're telling me.
Yeah, let's see. According to your buddy Brett McMurphy, that's what he's put out there.
So if they have an opening for 2030, they could add someone, but at that point, Signetti's probably gone.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, he's what, 63 now? Is that right? 64? 63.
I'm going to say 63 because I thought he was 62.
So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that's 5 years. So he's
He'll
68.
still be there.
Yeah, he may.
Either that
Or he's going to be the coach at Alabama.
Alabama coach. Coming up in the 1 o'clock hour, let's get back to some training camp talk with one of our coaches, Gerald Ingram, as he pops in.
From the Sutherland Lawn and Landscape Studio, transforming outdoor spaces, elevating everyday living. If you've ever screamed, Duval, from the bank, Duval, this is the place for you. 1010XL.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of back pain relief with just 1 dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sun up to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
My name is Chris, and I'm a client of DexaFit Jacksonville. A scale only tells you your weight, but a DEXA scan shows you what's really happening inside your body. In just 5 minutes, I learned my body fat percentage, muscle mass, bone density, and visceral fat levels. Tracking those numbers helped me see real progress and stay motivated. Kelly and the entire team at DexaFit Jacksonville are knowledgeable, professional, and a great resource. Search DexaFit Jacksonville and schedule your scan today.
Every summer, a new football season begins.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
Every time something you need to know happens at training camp, you'll hear about it on 1010XL. This is awesome. Presented by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Frank Frangie here for my friends at Coyle Fencing. You've heard me talk about our Bregan baseball complex with walk-off charities and we needed a batter's eye. Nobody knew how to do it. Coyle figured it out, and it is great. Since then, Coyle & Sons has completed hundreds of projects, including most recently our football fields at Fort Family Park. The bottom line is they do everything. They do it well. It looks great. I trust Coyle & Sons. You can too. Since 1927, they've been getting it right. CoyleJacks.com, C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. That's where you find them. A proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
There's no better time than now to buy your football season parking pass from Tailgaters. Complete with on-site restaurant, indoor restrooms, and all-day security. Tailgaters parking's selling out. Log on to tailgatorsparking.com today.
Chicken here, you know it's back to school time, baby, with Zero Res, and right now, book 2 rooms of carpet cleaning for $149 and get 2 rooms free. Yeah, book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and take advantage of the savings. Tell them 1010XL sent you.
The kids are back to school, and it's finally time to upgrade your outdoor living space.
At Lifetime Enclosures, save big on beautiful glass enclosures, screen enclosures, outdoor kitchens, pergolas, and more.
Stop in and save with our exclusive showroom specials on the outdoor space you've always wanted. Create the perfect place for family dinners, game days, and year-round enjoyment.
Don't wait. Save today. Visit lifetimeenclosures.com to schedule your free consultation. Lifetime Enclosures, bringing affordable luxury home.
Lifetime Enclosures.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Joe C. for Blossman Gas. They've been providing hometown service and the comforts of propane to home and businesses since 1951. Imagine movie night spent around glowing gas fireplace logs, cookouts in the backyard with your propane grill, or laundry done faster with your gas dryer. Blossman has a wide variety of gas appliances to fit your needs. Propane delivery, gas appliances, and a full-service team. Blossman Gas is your local company for everything propane. Blossman Gas, log on, blossmangas.com, and check out the Blossman difference.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. After 14 years with the Jacksonville Jaguars as a senior reporter, congratulations is in order to JP Shadrick, who is headed off to Phoenix to become the voice of the Arizona Cardinals. His finals Jag show will be this Thursday, and his final day with the Jags organization will be on Friday. JP Shadrick has done national radio NFL games for Westwood One since 2022 and has called college football for Touchdown Radio since 2017. Was named on Tuesday as the new voice of the Cardinals. 89 degrees at 103. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Aaron Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
Is it fair to say diamonds walked into the studio? Is it fair to say that? Rings,
bling
walked into the studio? Because we've got one of our coaches, Gerald Ingram, and he's rocking both Super Bowl rings that he and TC enjoyed up there in the city of New York.
He's taunting everyone right now.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. You can hop on YouTube and you can see both of those Super Bowl rings that Gerald Ingram is wearing. Welcome in, Coach. How you doing?
Oh, it's wonderful. You know, I wear these rings because they can never take it away from you.
You better believe it.
And all I get out of this is, you know, to be honest, be reminded that we should have had one here, Leon.
Yeah.
Every single year, every game I think about.
We should
have had one here in Jacksonville.
We let you down, Coach.
It's the truth because Gerald Ingram was coaching the running backs here in the championship setting in 1999.
Two of them.
Yeah, he was here.
You know, it was great to see. It was great to see the players develop. You know, we started from the bottom up.
Very true.
And
you were part of TC's original.
Being able to bring these guys together and see what it was all about, and they deserved to win. They really did. They earned the right. They really did. And it was sad to see that how it happened and how it unfolded to the same damn team.
Yeah, it was
because we got to remind ourselves, and maybe all Duval still remembers this, but some of them were just growing up at that time. One team, this team was the number 1 seed overall, 14-2. That other team was 13-3. They were both really damn good.
Yeah, we were, and they very well could have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They were inches away from winning it.
Yeah, they would.
But I felt till this day it was either going to be us or them beating the Rams in that situation.
I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way we wanted the Titans to have.
Yeah, that's hate. That's real hate.
That Lombardi.
Yeah,
no way. All right, Coach. Now we're going to talk Jaguar ball. Coach Ingram, as he said, coaching running backs here and up in New York, he has been at a bunch of practices, and you've seen pads come on. We've seen all the other stuff. Some of your observations that you've.
I missed today's practice, and I had to take care of some business. But yesterday was good to see.
Yeah.
They had the uppers on, and I wondered how they were going to be with the uppers, and they did turn it up a little bit. So that was good to see, and it was good to see the competitiveness. But we still saw the consistency of certain people out there that was good. Parker, by far is the best consistent player I see out there. BTJ is, Brian, he's really coming on.
Mm-hmm.
He's becoming more and more consistent and reliable. Strange is strange. We know what he can do. It'll be good to be able to evaluate all the tight ends as we go. Being able to see Chris Rodriguez out there on the field, and I know, and looking at his gait a little bit, that he isn't 100% in his gait, but his demeanor is, and just feeling his presence a couple times, he's a thumper.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
He's a thumper with quick feet, and when you look at the tape, he's been able to, his yards after first contact, you can definitely see. But hopefully he's the dog.
Very underrated pickup, by the way, right? Very underrated free agent pickup.
Definitely. I think he is. Now, is he the go-distance guy? No, he doesn't have to be. Can he be the 4 yards of carry guy that they need to keep the chains moving? He definitely can be. Can he be the spark that the offense needs when they need a guy who's a tough physical presence out there? Yeah, he can be that guy. The combination of him and Tootin, if Tootin really starts to show his speed, I haven't really seen that speed. He's got track speed, but I don't see the football speed on the field yet. And I'm waiting to see that, and I'm glad that Liam brought that up one day to him. And he talked about maybe the style of him, maybe you're concerned about carrying the ball, and not making mistakes out there and just let it go. But I'm waiting to see that acceleration and suddenness, something you enjoy. You and I talk about Fred. Certain, you look at Bejan. The top running backs have certain gifts. They have that speed and get. If you're marked at that kind of speed, you better show it sooner or later, son.
Cut it loose.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're out there and you break free, once in a while, let the fans see that you got exceptional speed. That's what the clock says. Show it once in a while.
It's not unlike Trevor last year when Liam basically was telling him, cut it loose, man.
Yeah. Let it go.
Let it go.
You only get better by doing it.
True. In practice, Coach, by the way.
And what's that called? This grind?
Yeah.
Can we actually call it a grind?
Yeah, no. Well, go ahead.
You too, man.
Yeah.
You two kill me every time.
Right. So, Coach, 12 and 13 personnel, what'd you think about that?
Well, I think it's needed, and because it's to me, 12 and 13 personnel is situational football. It's first and second down, and that's what we saw yesterday. First and second down, play action pass, and this and that. But I'm going to tell you something. Watching practice from the end zone yesterday, I got a chance to look at our defense, and I got a chance to look at our offensive line's pocket integrity. There was some pushback by some defensive tackles inside, and that was what we needed to see. Okay, there were some guys that pushed back. Eric, the vets showed they were vets. Okay, but some of the guys that really need to step up, there were some good things. There was some poor technique, like you and I saw. When we saw the one-on-ones, you can tell the offensive linemen weren't ready to get punched in the mouth.
Which you knew was coming.
It was coming.
Not full pads, but first day of pads.
Because, that first swing, okay, all of a sudden now you got some guys that are flinching back on the first step.
Right.
And their shoulders rose up. And now all of a sudden the defensive tackle said, oh, shoot, I got him right. I got him exactly where I want him right now because he's more worried about his set, and getting back than go ahead and attacking me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that shows in pass
Some
pro,
guys
correct?
got driven all the way back into the goalpost.
Right? Yeah. Not just into the quarterback's lap. Yeah. Back to the hardware.
And you can actually see it in some of the team. Now, Anton, I thought, and he had a couple ifs here and there, but he was the most consistent surprise going back to a position that he's always played at left. And he's got to get used to it and be more comfortable. But he looks athletic doing it from that standpoint. I still believe that Little is a guard. I like big guards. We played here with big guards.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I mean? I like that long reach. I like that being able to switch guys off when guys start stunning and doing those kind of things, and they sure it up, for the tackle. When you make those switches, You don't want that space in between where, hey, you know, where is he? You know what I mean? I thought you had my back on this.
Yeah.
And Coach, when it comes to Anton Harrison, the one thing that he's going to have to get familiar with is that when he's at right tackle, it's muscle memory. He doesn't really have to think to kick, slide, punch, and sit. Right. Now he's at the left. He's transitioning at a new position where it almost seems like he's thinking about setting instead of just getting out there and setting. So he just needs more reps at it. He
totally
because
agree.
Now, because on the right side, he just does it because he's been there so long.
That'll come
But
back.
now he's on the left. Now he's just got to keep repping it out.
And that's what the schedule hurts these guys compared to what we did in the past. In the morning was targeted as inside run and play action. That was morning. You knew guys going to tee off.
And you're saying when you had two-a-days.
When you had normal two-a-days in the afternoon, it was more pass emphasis with third down runs here and there as a mix here and there and so forth. Those are the reps that Leon's talking about in the heat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you have the one-on-ones, there's very little difference between when you go one-on-ones and pass pro that whole afternoon. And those are reps that are needed. Now, the schedule now, everybody does the same thing. It's not the same walking through in the afternoon. It's straight walk. It's just knowledge and technique. But the speed, the intimidation, the punch in the mouth, and how you recover from the punch in the mouth, because that's what the defense player wants. He wants to hit you in the mouth and then see how you respond and say, all right, I got you now. You know, I got you set up. Oh, you overset. I'm coming inside. I do a fake spin move. I'm coming back outside. So you learn against each other, and that's what is great about being able to play against practice against somebody else, good on good. And when we actually go against somebody at the Saints and someone else, to say, hey, they don't know you, we don't know, we don't know them, they don't know us. Because what happens is we get this false feeling in practice. I mean, these guys have been going against each other forever.
That's what Matt was saying. Yeah.
They cheat. They cheat on routes. They cheat on plays. As a coaching staff, we used to sit there and say, hey, we're not giving you the plays anymore. Because almost it's like Naked would show up on the script and it's like, Naked. You know, the linebackers is like, he started going the opposite way. And you're like, all right, he didn't know that was coming.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you end up, like I said, it's like a game out there a lot of times.
All right, let's keep it going on this subject. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. One of our coaches, Gerald Ingram, he and Mark Dufferin will do both sides of the ball on the social channels later with a podcast that you guys can consume right around 2 o'clock this afternoon. So looking forward to that. But you guys keep it coming as we talk Jaguar ball, day 2 of pads.
From the Sutherland Lawn and Landscape Studio.
XL Primetime.
This is 1010XL.
Now that's impressive.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $4,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Hacker, the 2026 Hacker Fantasy League is right around the corner, and we're heading back to one of my favorites, Twin Peaks, Thursday night, August the 20th. Be listening soon for your opportunity to get in to the HFL.
Guys, I got the perfect place to eat after work.
No way, Jose!
It's got the perfect tacos and margaritas.
No way, Jose!
Grab the crew, get your favorite drink, enjoy great Mexican food at the restaurant everybody's talking about.
No way, Jose!
San Jose and Bay Meadows.
Hey roofers, finish and close out jobs same day with PermitRockstar.com. Their full-service permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World.
Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Awaken 180 clients have just reached the 1 million pounds down mark. 1 million pounds. A city of people. That's thousands of people who reclaim their lives the easy way, the medication-free way. What's stopping you? Awaken180weightloss.com.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom who got rear-ended last year. Tom McManus here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial pound law or check out forthepeople.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Groovy side of JJ with this playlist. Every once in a while, he just
Santana,
flips.
baby, yeah.
Yeah. So, such good
Great
soulful
pull by
sound.
you, JJ.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's trying to get Sophia to go to sleep at night.
This will get Sophia.
Well, she's bilingual.
Yeah,
you know.
you better believe it. She knows.
She may sit up in the crib and go, "Oh yeah, come over."
Exactly. Capido.
Now, if she starts like spinning her head and spitting pea soup, then you might have a problem. All right.
Keep going, Big Sirs. I know you got it.
Lava. It's a great song, by the way.
Oh, it is. All right, we got Gerald Ingram hanging out with us, both sides of the ball. Both he and Duff will do a show a little bit later on. All of a sudden, Siri decided to take over and is now voice to text everything I just said, which is just crazy. If you say anything that sounds like Siri, it just all of a sudden starts recording. The 10-10 take, please, JJ, if you don't mind, right now.
10-10 take.
Now, Josie's 10-10 take, served up by Wingstop. Can't stop Wingstop.
You can easily log on wingstop.com, see all that they got to offer, all the many locations, and don't forget about Club Wingstop points for every dollar you spend. So am I reading too much into this, fellas, when I simply say we've already seen 77, quote, cross-train and move to the left side? We've seen him now 6 days running, right? Is that accurate? 6 days running. Now I see a lot of encouraging work from Cole Van Lanen on the side. We saw it in the indoor practice facility. We've seen it the last couple of days out on the field. And what I'm seeing, this is where I'm looking at Coach Ingram and Big Sirs, everything he's doing, he's working from the right tackle spot. Visually, as he's working with his coach, it's from the right tackle spot. So that's the 10-10 take. I want to know what you guys
But
think.
wait a second. We were told it was only cross training. That's all it was.
Is it way too early? I'm just asking.
We were told it was just cross training.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I
all
want to know.
it is.
Yeah. But we have seen 6 straight days of Anton.
Yeah.
Left tackle. And now I'm seeing Cole Van Lannon work as if these are the mental reps that he's working on the side, but at the right tackle position is what it looks like to me.
Well, I mean, the for sure thing that we talked about it last week a little bit is we've seen enough of 72. So it's
You gotta
time
make a move.
You got to make a move.
Yeah.
All right. And then you got to settle in because those reps, as Leon said, are viable.
Yeah.
They're very important. So you got to keep this thing rolling. No matter how you switch it out, it's still going to come down to 72's out, and it's either going to be Covan or it's going to be Anton. Okay, but they're both going to be on the field, however you decide to do it.
Right.
Yeah. And when it comes to Cole Van Lannon, we still don't know what the injury is, but the transition will be a lot easier to play right tackle than it would play left tackle. All right, because you don't want to be on that island. Only a far few fetched want to play on that island. All right, I'm just letting you know that right now. And he's coming off an injury. Whatever the injury is, the transition will be a lot more fluent.
That's a good point.
Playing right tackle than it would be left. So I wouldn't be surprised that he's doing a lot more right tackle.
What is that island like, by the way? Is it lonely?
It's lonely. It's lonely and it's full of piranhas.
You're not going to win every battle.
No, that's true.
It is.
Exactly, bro.
It's rough out there.
It is rough.
It's rough out there when Leslie O'Neal comes off the edge, huh?
It's rough out there going up against the guys that win against, man. Listen, I told you, we played, remember the one, we played the Chiefs here in Jacksonville, right?
Yeah.
So Derek Thomas was on my side. And Derek Thomas gave me a fake spin, full spin around. Now, he didn't get a sack, but he hit Brew. And I just told Brew, I said, I couldn't do nothing with that, Brew. I just picked up Brew. I couldn't do nothing with that. He got me on that one.
All right. Look out.
All right. So, Coach Ingram, a couple of other things that have popped for you, because I know you guys, when you visited last week and then obviously been able to see a couple practices since then, Chris Rodriguez and Bashal Tootin, I think both are looking good. And I agree with you. Bashal had one bust-out run, and he got caught.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. You got to let that go. What do you think about LeQuint and any of the other guys that you've seen? Because LeQuint Allen definitely is going to be a factor here, too.
The thing about LeQuint is he's not going to get all the reps that we want to see.
Yeah, I
because
agree
of the situation.
Yeah.
And he's plugged into a situation type guy right now because he doesn't fit the body type of what they want out of that position. So it's going to be tough to evaluate. Now, if he makes things happen during preseason or against one of these other practices that he looks more like he could get that done, I don't really see that happening right now.
Okay.
He's kind of the odd guy out in that situation. Now, the next guy who could be put in that situation could be
Jamari Taylor.
Jamari Taylor could.
Number 30. Yeah.
Because this guy, Allen could very well end up being a great special teams guy, which I've had in the past before with some backup running backs, and a situational role type guy, and that's just your role until somebody gets hurt, and all of a sudden, wow, he's always been there.
Yeah. I guess I was going to ask you, Coach, when it comes down to the final cuts, who makes the determination? Is it the special teams guy, or are you vouching for guys?
It's always going to be the special teams guy, because we lost Ryan Grant one year, and I had Ryan Grant out of Notre Dame, in New York, and he was a practice squad guy for me for 2 years, and he came out the same year Justin Tuck did at Notre Dame. And we knew at the combine he was a receiving type running back, very much like Allen, but a little bit more fluid in first and second down run. Okay, in those kind of situations. He had a great special teams preseason and games. They came to me on that last day and say, "Hey, we're gonna send them to Green Bay." I said, "Really?" Reuben Drones. I mean, we already had 5. We had
but Ryan
6
Grant
backs.
was a good player.
Right, but we let him go.
Yeah.
Because they told me he's just an average guy. He's just an average guy.
In that Packers unit, he was
right.
Yeah.
But you got to understand what happened that year. You want to happen that year? That happened that year.
The Super Bowl
We let him go to Green Bay. We said he's just an average guy. He goes to Green Bay, starts at Green Bay, runs for 1,300 yards. We play Green Bay in the NFC Championship game, and it's 27 below, and Tom Coughlin's ear is about to fall off on the ground.
His face almost froze off.
You know, everybody said, "You're going to the Super Bowl." I said, "What about Tom? Is he okay?" You know, but if he wins that game, that's the guy we cut starting in the Super Bowl.
That's an interesting
story. But that's the NFL.
Yeah.
That happens. Some guys are motivated by opportunities. And, I mean, I told his mom, you know, after a game, one of the preseason, I said, your son could play. I said, there's no doubt he can play. He just needs an opportunity, you know, in that situation. And that might be, you know, a situation with Allen one day. You know, does he emerge into that? But I see three guys that look first and second down run to me a little bit more. But this guy's a tough third down, physical, blocking. You know, they got to give him a little more role at route receiving.
Right.
That they should have done with, you know, with him a year ago, a little bit maybe. But they did do it with ETN, you know, and Tootin. So he kind of got lost out in that. Okay, you're just going to be this blocking pass protector on third down and run a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we know you're tough.
Yeah. So Coach, in the preseason, do you over-rep him in the preseason, give him more opportunities to showcase his running ability?
Well, I think with the situation that's right now is Chris Rodriguez's situation you got to monitor, just like your tackle. You're not going to go out there and expect things out of him every day because what I saw out of him yesterday, when he's jogging back, he's got a little bit of gait to him. So I think Chris is he's not 100%. But I give him, you know, I hope he's that dog that I think he is, okay? That he's going to be out there because he wants his presence. We've all been waiting for him. If he wants to be the starter, you can't be the starter on the sideline or in the tank, in the training room. So you got to have that physical presence. So he actually showed us that yesterday. But he didn't. You said he didn't do anything today.
No, he didn't.
So that's why I was wondering because what I saw when he was running back, I saw a little bit of gait, and I didn't think he was 100%.
Yeah, he gave runs.
But he did tell me last week that he may not be going every day because actually I didn't think he was going to go Monday the way he talked to me. He wasn't sure what their plans were.
Yeah, because he gave Ranshaw yesterday the people's elbow.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He gave it to him.
Good to see.
It was
I was
good to
happy
see.
for.
All right, so tomorrow they're off. You probably have 4 legit practices before the joints next week.
Yeah.
Do you ramp up to those, or do you kind of like decrease a little bit because you want them to be ready for those joints where they can really show physically what they got?
See, this is a different brand of football right now. They're only out there an hour and a half. Are you kidding me? And one a day, really. So. The amount of practice, they got to get it in when they can get it in because
and they're not even.
You know,
I mean,
it's just
20
the way
minutes is stretching. So
the system is it's just the way things are, and everybody in the league is doing it now. But when it's time to turn up, you better turn it up. It's still only an hour to have practice or an hour of practice of hitting, you know, compared to. I mean, you're missing all those reps you used to get, but if they're walkthrough reps, they're mental reps that they're getting in the afternoon and meetings and all of this. They're not get after it. So I have no sympathy for what they're going through.
I guess the funny thing is, Leon and I were talking about this too, is it's not only that it's walkthrough reps and stretching, you may have, 3 legit periods of practice where you're thumping or thudding?
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
when you had blitz, I mean, just like you got so many different periods that are necessary. Blitz periods, all the multiple type blitzes, first and second down blitzes, third down blitzes, multiple third down type blitzes. Those are needed reps, but you got to recognize them, but how do you recognize it if you're not going full speed? The sense of urgency, the quarterback knowing that, hey, the clock is running real quick. There's you know how many plays we stood out there and said sack. Okay, what's going to happen when the bullets go? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's a sack with some physicalness to it.
Yeah, it's almost like in this day and age, the coaching staff has to trust that when it's time to turn it on, you turn it on.
Yes.
Unlike with us, we knew when we knew that period was coming about, we mentally, we knew inside run, middle drill, blitz drill, one-on-ones. We knew you had to ramp it up. No one had to tell us to ramp it up. Right. So it's just a big difference.
And then there's team move, and then you talk about team when you got to move down the field.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And that's the thing that's different from the NFL and college. You spend more time teaching these kids about the game.
Yeah.
As opposed to just plays. In college, there's system guys are just playing. You know, I'm spending time. You think Brandon Jacobs knew, how to handle third down and, this blitz and that blitz and it's third down, when to get out of bounds, when not to get out of bounds. Make sure at the end of the game, you're 2 hands on the ball, but you got to make sure you're going forward and not going backwards. There's a lot of situation football that these kids aren't used to.
Right, because they are used to just dominating whoever that opponent is, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, Coach Gerald Ingram hanging out with us. A couple more thoughts from him as we keep it rolling. Don't forget on the social channels, both sides of the ball coming up at 2 o'clock. You want to fire a question off to Coach Ingram and Coach Duff, you can do it. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
You're in the Sutherland Lawn and Landscape Studio on XL Primetime.
Let's hear your story.
Dan Hicken.
Chicks dig me because, well, I have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Mornings on the Drill.
Eat your heart out.
On 1010XL.
He's had a lot of near success.
Did you know if you buy a $6,000 natural diamond pendant at Beard's Diamonds, they'll give you all that money back when you decide to upgrade in the future to a larger diamond?
If you walk out with a natural diamond, a natural tennis bracelet, a natural pair of diamond studs, whether it be 5 minutes, 5 years, 10 years down the road, we will give you exactly what you paid for those items.
That's Ben Lupo, with his father John explaining that as long as you upgrade to a larger size, Beard's will pay you exactly what you paid them for the original diamond.
You get exactly what you paid, and you just pay the difference. An example is you bought a $1,000 pair of earrings and you're looking for something a little bit bigger. The new earrings are $2,000. You pay $1,000 difference.
And you can do it as many times as you like. So with a guarantee like this, anyone can start out small and over the years keep trading up from 1 carat to 3 or 4 or 5 carats.
As the budget grows, we're always going to be there for them.
A 100% natural diamond upgrade guarantee. Just another thing that separates Beard's Diamonds from everyone else. Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Jacksonville's local dealer for 45 years.
Jacksonville, save big today at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Right now, get a semi-automatic AR-style 12-gauge shotgun for just $299. Green Acres also stocks the top brands of suppressors. For nearly 60 years, Green Acres has been Jacksonville's trusted source for firearms and outdoor gear, providing expert service you can count on. Shop Green Acres today at greenacresporting.com.
ET here for Encore Research. What if the next medical breakthrough started with you? Clinical research volunteers play a vital role in helping doctors better understand diseases and develop future treatments. This summer, discover how participating in a clinical research study can advance medical breakthroughs while empowering you to take an active role in your own healthcare journey. Are you ready to learn? Check them out at EncoreDocs.com. Together, we're building a healthier future for Jacksonville.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make sure your property is ready. Weak, damaged, or overgrown trees can become a serious hazard when storms move in. Trust the experts at Lucas Tree Service with over 45 years of experience for professional tree trimming, removal, and storm preparation. Don't wait until a storm is on its way. Schedule your tree assessment today at lucastreeservice.com.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
Storm season is here, and at JEA, we're on it. We work year-round to strengthen our electric, water, and sewer systems, making them more storm-resistant. Trees are trimmed around power lines to help reduce outages caused by falling debris. Plus, our online outage map and the MyJEA app make it easier than ever to report and monitor outages. So no matter what this storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more and see how you can prepare at JEA.com.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander.
In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-460-600 or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is I was wrong about a certain player that I saw.
Wow.
It's early now. It's early. But I saw a little wiggle out of Regis today in one-on-ones, team period, if you utilize him properly. Because he's a little bowling ball now. He's got nice little quicks and moves about him, got a good double move, got a good club rip and everything like that. I said, okay. Now, if they use him on the move, he can be very disruptive inside the middle at the 3 technique. Because I saw some things out on the day that were kind of impressive. You know, so
I like that. You're a big enough man.
I am. I can admit. When I was wrong, I was wrong. That was just one day. We'll see. We'll keep. I'll keep an eye on him moving forward. Yeah, but he looked pretty good today.
All right, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, my golden moment is. I know it's not a lot of time there. We talked about that. They're probably looking at maybe 11, 12 minutes of actual team where they're getting after it of the entire practice. But I still like the tempo of it. I think what they're doing out there, I like the way they're moving, not only actually within each period, but between the periods. And it's smart. I think the way they're doing it is very smart. I'm with you, Coach. I get it. It's not like it used to be. You're not out there 2.5 hours. You're not banging heads. But I think they're getting the most out of it. And I think you can tell they are, too. They're very smart and very purposeful about what they're doing.
No, they look good doing it. Everything looks so much smoother. They're not stumbling over each other.
No, it's completely
and the only
different
thing
from the
is,
previous
the
group,
guys
by the
I
way.
really feel sorry for is the backup players. The down the line players aren't getting the extra reps. See, when you have that extra practice in the afternoons, those guys get more reps to be evaluated. So you really got to make sure the guys you cut are the right guys you cut.
Yeah.
It's funny because we talk about eliminating maybe even one more exhibition game when they get to 18, which is what they want. And it really does hurt the guy that can develop into something.
Yes. Well, you look at this big receiver out there. He's a big son of a gun from
Is it number 19, CJ?
Oh, my gosh.
Or no, Josh Cameron.
No, Cameron.
Yeah, Josh Cameron. I love that guy.
Like him.
Yeah.
But you got a list of guys here.
I'm saying, Coach, they got a really good chance to make this team.
I think they both do, actually.
Yeah, both him and CJ.
Even though Trammell's having a better camp than either one of them, I think they both do.
Yeah.
I think, I trust Trammell.
I do too.
But I think he's he's limited out.
He's ceiling.
He's
no doubt
at
about
the
it.
ceiling.
No
That's
doubt
that's
about
the
it.
only thing.
But
if it wasn't for his ability to punt return and be a backup punt returner, I'd be saying, who's the next guy up?
He's one of those glue guys, though, man. He is, you
call him back whenever you need him. He'll be ready.
That's what it is. He's available.
Not only that, he gets open against the first team D. He gets separation.
Yeah, but he does. He does do that. But I'm going to tell you something. Yesterday that I saw, the guy who really was open a lot more than I thought. There were two people that I saw. Parker on the post route.
Yeah.
He beat the corner and the safety on the post route 2 times. And the ball, one was underthrown, the other one's overthrown. Okay? But at least 2 or 3 times that I saw Parker was open.
He's going to have a big year, man.
And then the other guy was Hunter. Quarterback missed Hunter about 2 times or so on film. So I'm watching there in the end zone, and I'm looking at the coverages. I'm looking at, the route finishes, and I'm like, well, that was a misread. That was misread. Yeah, he's open on that one. I'm like, you should have, the receiver at least, running without the ball and running the win versus routes and those type of things. That's what I like, what I'm seeing. And then I'm seeing the right plays called versus certain coverages. And I know the head coach has said, I knew that would work versus that coverage. You just feel, when you're a head coach coordinator, you just got it. He's like, damn, that felt good.
Yeah, just gonna I'm just going to reel them in. I'm going to call this play. Boom. We're going to have this big play, which is what all the crossers, all the stuff that you are seeing work in the middle of the field. Yes. It does look like that play sheet is full, robust.
Full of good things.
Now, the other thing is the quarterback missed him. Was it 16 or 14? Because 14 looked like he might have been tossing a shot put a couple times today.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
I know.
Anymore, so,
you basically you got the gag order against you from the Tide fans and from the Nick Mullen fan club. But I almost want JJ to
see again. Coach like Leon, they both agree with me, but neither one of them are going to say anything publicly. Whatever.
Well, he has had a bad run. I can just tell you that.
Let's keep the guy healthy.
I said he's shooting jumpers. What else do you need me to say? I don't know what you want for.
It's just all right. Anything else that popped for you, Coach Ingram? On the defense, the pass pressure, I like what the secondary is doing. The secondary needs to be able to hold their coverage for what? 2.5, 3 seconds.
The pass rush becomes very important.
There.
So, I mean, as we progress and look at defensive tackles, I like how the pushback started off yesterday and see if that can continue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I like how they're competing. I like the positions that we have stacked up to compete with. The linebacker situation, we got two guys that are going to be able to compete and make a difference on what, personnel groups are going to be on the field.
Mm-hmm.
We love our receiving group. There's enough guys there to make plays and keep the defense honest in situations. If you have to play Hunter at wide receiver, does he become a decoy? My biggest concern with him is, and we've talked about it many times, I'd love to see the kid, major at something.
I like
and contribute at something else, but major at something. But my thing is at the end of the year, we're going to sit there and just clap. Oh, Glenn, he got 400 yards receiving. He didn't even come close to being a ballot in a Pro Bowl because he's never out there all the time as a wide receiver.
That could be a concern. That could be a major concern.
And now all of a sudden the quarterback, and now the reality hits. That kid says, "Well, geez, I'm a full-time corner. I'm not making a lot of plays, but I'm a decoy. Do I really want to be a decoy when I could just be playing full-time corner?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, special plays and situations that you design and they work, fine, but 500 yards?
Yeah, you want
400 yards?
You went and got him for a lot more than that.
Yeah,
well, you gave away a lot more.
And that's what I mean. The price you paid.
Do that.
You went and got him for
but it's hard enough to be an all-pro legacy corner.
Yeah.
Just the corner.
It's what you guys have always said. It's hard as hell at the highest level of football to do one thing.
To play against another guy at the highest level.
Yeah.
Or offensive coordinator who's defending you, or defensive coordinator who's trying to make play. It's too hard.
Well, I know that they keep the teal jersey on him just so they can keep people thinking he's going to be more offense than maybe he is, but they probably need to put the white jersey on him full time.
You got that right.
But, I mean, have you seen him? I haven't. I want to ask you guys this. Have you seen him run with the ones on defense yet?
I think I'm going to say
I have not.
Yeah, and I may be.
I don't think I have either. No.
Yeah. Every time I see it's with the twos.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. He puts the jersey on.
And the quarterback misread. I'm like, in the green area, I was like, how did you not see him open? You and I were standing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other part about this is that I like him running with the twos because he's going against the ones.
Yeah.
That I like.
Yeah. But we know the kind of athlete he is. Okay.
That I like.
He's one of those guys. He's a special breed.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Coach Ingram hanging out with us. We're having a good time on XLP.
XL Primetime from the Sutherland Lawn and Landscape Studio. Transforming outdoor spaces, elevating everyday living. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Joe C. for Hard Rock Bet, and the opportunities to play and win were endless during a month of unbelievable soccer, and Hard Rock Bet isn't slowing down, giving you new promos every single day. We're talking no sweat bets, profit boosts, bonus bets, and more. So no matter the day or the game, there's always something waiting for you in the app. Open Hard Rock Bet now and see what you've got today. And if you don't have the app, download it and get in the game. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey, Hicken here. Summer air should feel fresh, not full of dust, allergens, and whatever Florida critter has been crawling around your ducts this year. Sounds gross, right? Well, it is. And your air ducts are the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, you're breathing that every day. That's where Zero Res comes in. Guys, just because you can't see in there doesn't mean you can avoid it. This month only, take $100 off air duct cleaning. That's cleaner air, better efficiency, and a fresher home guaranteed. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Youth sports at the YMCA's focus on teamwork, discipline, and building confidence. Our experienced coaches can create a positive and supportive environment where your kids can grow, stay active, and develop a love for sports. Sports like basketball, volleyball, swimming, gymnastics, and even elite skills training. Join the fun and register. Give your kids a chance to be a part of something special. Visit fcymca.org to learn all about youth sports at the Y.
Southwest Greens is the OG of artificial turf in North Florida. Stop mowing and start chipping or putting or just relaxing with a beautiful backyard, maintenance free. Log on to southwestgreensofjacksonville.com to see what they can do to your backyard.
It's about to get real. Training camp is on. Listen to 1010XL throughout the day for all the details and analysis of the passes, runs, and defensive performances. 1010XL's coverage of training camp is brought to you by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This August, experience David Bowie like never before with the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra at Florida Theater. Hear the unforgettable songs that made David Bowie a legend. A 27-piece symphony orchestra joined by a full rock band changes the music of David Bowie. Saturday, August 8th at Florida Theater. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
What wasn't cool was one more Napier shot at the Florida Gators. 27th. Was it 27th in receiving votes outside of the top 25? Okay. USA Today coaches poll.
27?
How many votes did they get, Matt Hayes?
Hang on.
Meanwhile, Coach Gerald Ingram's Michigan Wolverines checking in the top.
So Florida was
15.
Other receiving
top 20.
Florida was 27.
Yeah. So it was 27.
So there's 27. They received 147 votes.
Okay, that's what it was. So 27th.
Louisville was 26.
Okay. Yeah. So just on the outside looking in.
Just on
Thank
the
you,
outskirts.
Billy. Meanwhile, Coach,
Hey, you got you to the outskirts.
Yeah. Your Wolverines. They're top 15. Is that right, Matt? They were 15th, right?
Michigan is
15 or 16?
16.
Okay, 16.
They're 16. All right, my goal is get in the top 10 and beat Ohio State. I don't care what happens.
Right, he doesn't care about anything but the Ohio State. He cares.
Miami comes in number 7 in the initial USA Today coaches poll.
Too low.
At the top, in the top 5, I don't know if you have it right there in front of your map, Georgia was 4, I believe.
Georgia
4.
3. Texas was 4.
Texas
Georgia
4.
3.
Georgia 3.
Oregon 2. Ohio State 1.
And the Buckeyes, the preseason number 1. Will it last? Will the preseason number 1 team end up hoisting the national championship trophy?
Hate to say it, but go Big Ten.
Yeah. not you ain't rooting for no Buckeye, though. You can't do that, Coach. You're not going to go down that road where you're going to be chanting Big Ten and rooting for Ohio State. You ain't doing that, are you?
That's hard. Only because of the situation.
Only because you want to keep that streak alive of 4?
You get that. 4.
Oh, I cannot. This is
SEC,
is not.
I go to an Ann Arbor game, and I say, I'd love coming back home.
Yeah.
Because I get tired of using this SEC stuff.
But I just could not handle, if you're a Michigan man, rooting for Ohio State to keep the championship streak alive in the Big Ten.
There's no way you're doing that. No way.
I hate it.
If it's Ohio State and Georgia, there's zero chance you're rooting for Ohio State.
I would never do it if I lived on the other side of Mason-Dixon line.
That'd be
but
like
I'm not rooting for Notre Dame.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Or that'd be a bear rooting for a ram. Or something like that. All right, here we go.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
A bear rooting for a lion, a bear rooting for a Packer. That ain't happening, right?
No way. I was about to say, Coach, they updated the facilities for you. Maybe you'll actually have toilets when you go back to Notre Dame.
I hope so. You ask anybody that's opponent that's ever been in Notre Dame Stadium, and you got to sit there and look at each other with no stalls.
He said the opposing team, the toilets are just in the open. There's not stalls.
Oh, my gosh. That's what they do to the
So I
visitors.
like just stare at each other after you lose to us.
That's like Full Metal Jacket stuff is what that is.
Yeah.
But they've upgraded it,
They're
so
cruel.
we'll see if that happens.
Okay, then maybe they have. We need to, and then, we'll
I
just
don't
leave
need
that
to see
alone.
another guy doing that.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
No.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Especially imagine you lose by 30 and you're just staring.
We're all man's men here, right?
No, Hack, no.
Hey, you got to understand, you got pregame, and the guys just left breakfast table and getting dressed. You're
Yeah,
like,
no good. Yeah, no good.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nah.
That's like the trough, and we don't want to go back to that.
Yeah.
All right, what's coming up, Taylor?
Yeah, a lot of camp. We'll get more into that, all 3 of us out there also. So we're going to talk about some of the players that have stuck out to us throughout the beginning of camp, and each of us have a few names that I think everybody's talked about on the station throughout, but maybe some other that have popped out to us. And there was one of the drills I was watching today where it was just running backs, tight ends, and then the linebackers and some of the DBs back there. And it was an interesting drill. I was watching, and the defense was winning quite a bit on those drills, which we've talked about a lot.
Right.
The offense has had some moments, but the defense looks really good. So we're going to talk a lot about that today.
All right, sounds good, Taylor. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We will be listening to Helmets and Heels coming up, and I do think that the defense has won their share. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we had a good time. Coach Ingram, thanks for hanging out with us. We will have Coach Ingram and Coach Mark Duffner on both sides of the ball with our live show on the social channels. Big Sirs, thanks for, you didn't need to pay off that bet, but thanks for.
Hey, I pay off my bet.
Yeah, hooking us up. Good stuff. We are done. We will be back with more tomorrow. Big Sirs, Maddie, Joe C, JJ, and coaching.
From the Sutherland Lawn and Landscape Studio, XL Primetime. It's 3 wide for the win.
He's going to have a chance to win this race.
Sunday at Iowa Speedway.
Side-by-side battle to the finish.
Powered by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 on Jacksonville's voice of NASCAR, 1010XL.
Hey, it's Greg from 1010XL, and now that football season's finally here, maybe it's time for a fresh start for more than just your favorite team. 11 weeks ago, I started the Awaken 180 weight loss program, and today I'm down 43 pounds. That's almost 4 pounds a week. No injections, no meds, no supplements, just real food, a simple plan, and a dedicated coach who keeps me accountable by phone each week. Honestly, Awaken 180's changed my life, my clothes, my family. We're all making better food choices together. I regret waiting years to do this because I always had another excuse. So here's my challenge to the 1010XL listeners. Kick off this football season by investing in yourself. You've got a team behind you at Awaken 180, and if I can lose 43 pounds in